Questions and objections are not problems to avoid. They are moments to lead. In this section, you'll learn how to stay calm, acknowledge concerns, explain clearly, and handle disruptions while maintaining confidence and professional control. Up to this point, you've built confidence, voice control, lesson design, technical explanation, and delivery skills. Now comes the real test: responding to questions, doubts, and challenges clearly, calmly, and professionally in the moment. Prepared delivery can feel safe. Real trainer confidence shows when questions interrupt the plan. A question is a bridge. It signals engagement, reveals confusion, and gives you a chance to build trust. Learner input can sound similar, but the intent matters. A question asks for information, so you explain the concept or demonstrate the process. A doubt signals partial understanding, so you slow down, clarify, and check what is confusing. An objection challenges usefulness or accuracy, so you acknowledge it, explore the concern, and connect the idea to evidence or real practice. Strong trainers respond to the learner's need, not just the words they hear. When a learner speaks up, your first job is not to be brilliant. It is to stay steady. Listen until they finish. Clarify what you heard, especially if the question is vague or emotional. Answer with one focused idea, not a lecture. Then confirm. Does that help? Or did I answer your question? This simple sequence turns pressure into a calm, respectful exchange. Start by giving the learner the full floor. Let the question finish, even if you think you know where it is going. Keep your face calm, your posture open, and your attention on their words. As they speak, listen for the real need: a fact, clearer instructions, or reassurance. That pause helps you answer the right question, not just the first one you heard. For broad or fuzzy questions, pause before answering. Restate the question in simpler words. So you're asking why this fails during deployment? Then narrow the scope. Do you mean in development or production? If there are several questions, separate them into parts. Confirm you understood before giving detail. This prevents wrong answers and gives you time to think. A strong answer usually starts small. Give the shortest useful response first, the conclusion, one reason, or a quick example. Use everyday language before moving into technical terms. If the learner needs more, expand gradually. The goal is not to prove everything you know. It is to give enough clarity for the learner's next step. After you answer, do not assume the learner is ready to continue. Check in directly. Does that answer your question? Then pause and read the room. If you see hesitation, confusion, or a polite half nod, clarify briefly. When the learner is satisfied, bridge back to the lesson with a simple transition. Great. Let's connect this back to our demo. Even strong trainers get questions they cannot answer immediately. The professional response is not to bluff. Acknowledge the question and show that it matters. Share only what you know for sure if it is useful. Avoid guessing, dismissing the question, or giving technical advice that may be wrong. Instead, say you want to verify the answer and follow up with a reliable source. That builds trust, not weakness. Good follow-up protects your credibility. When a question cannot be answered immediately, do not rely on memory. Capture it in a parking lot. Write the learner's question accurately and confirm what they really need. After class, research the answer using reliable sources. Then send a clear response through the agreed channel: email, LMS, chat, or the next session. The key is closing the loop within a reasonable time every time. When a learner becomes disruptive, focus first on lowering the temperature. Pause, breathe, and keep your tone neutral. Name the behavior, not the person. Let's avoid side conversations instead of "you're being difficult." Then set a clear, respectful boundary and redirect to the learning goal. Respect keeps dignity intact. Control keeps everyone able to learn. If a participant interrupts often, don't shut them down and don't let them take over. Acknowledge the value, then set a boundary. Great question. I'm going to pause you there so we can stay on time. Rebalance participation by saying, let's hear from someone who hasn't spoken yet. If the question is advanced or repeated, park it visibly and tell the group when you'll return to it. Not every challenge looks like disruption. For quiet learners, lower the risk with polls, chat prompts, or a short thinking pause before asking for input. For off-topic questions, acknowledge the value, park the question, and say when you'll return to it. For objections, resist the urge to defend immediately. Validate the concern, then explain the context, trade-offs, or limits. Calm structure keeps credibility intact. To handle questions confidently, use a simple rhythm. Listen, clarify, answer, and confirm. When you do not know, be honest, commit to follow up, and stay professional. With difficult learners, stay calm, respectful, and clear about boundaries. Next, you will practice recovering from delivery mistakes.